Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Let's get in good field position, guys.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Easy.
Now a play fake. Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Julian Okwara. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, 66.
Brady now to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with
taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On second down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Brady going to go on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
After the sack on 1st down, Fields. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down, as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Touchdown, 49ers. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. Dancing to his left. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Devontae Smith from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Here's Fields. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now it's Peterson. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Eckler now between the tackles. A solid stiff arm. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. It's Eckler again. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Cowboys at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First and 10, Taylor now. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Fields. They'll get this off to Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. They find some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On play action, it's Brady.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And got his man complete. Touchdown 49ers. Cortland Sutton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On first and 10, here's Brady. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brady now on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. On play action, now Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Regular. All right, here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Darren Waller, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Brady now on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That's caught by Waller out left side. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taking it about the 1. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Brady now to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the out route, this is Adam. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Hey, 66.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he comes back with one complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Hey, goal 66.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady going to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Austin Eckler
From 3 yards out.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Off play action, Fields
Rolling to his right.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Play action. It's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
He gets this one to Johnson, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
218 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they send a man in motion right.
They run once more with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
To the air again, Fields.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields, he'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually